Hello Year 11 and welcome to the second video here for our fifth topic. We are analysing data and we were looking at the mean, median, mode in the last video, as well as things like grouped data and a fair bit of stuff about using the calculator. Now we'll be able to use some of those things again here. We're talking about quartiles, deciles and percentiles. Some of these terms will be familiar. You probably haven't calculated them before, not deciles and percentiles anyway. But nonetheless, what we're talking about is breaking our big data set up into some equally sized chunks or groups. Right? If I break it into 4 groups, then I have quartiles, right? Where each group has the same number of scores in it, 4 quartiles. Break it into 10 groups, I have deciles. Break it into 100 groups, and I have percentiles. Now the terminology that goes with this, we use a little subscript. Q1 being the first quartile separates the bottom group from the second bottom group. So we have only room for, our quartiles are what separate the groups. So for 4 groups, I have 3 quartiles. Right? I separate the first and second, the second and third, the third and fourth. Q2, it's worth pointing out, the second quartile will be the median, right? Because that separates the 2 middle groups. Separate in 10 groups, it's deciles. D1 separates the lowest from the second lowest. D9 separates the highest from the second highest. There's no D10. Percentiles, again, follows the same pattern. Now, here we go. Calculate Q1, Q2 and Q3 for each data set. We could do this on the calculator, but I'm not going to. Okay, I've put these scores in ascending order. That's very important. And what we do is we first of all we count up how many we've got, and I think here I have 7 scores. That means I'm going to have 3 in the bottom group and 3 in the top group, with this one left in the middle. So Q2 equals 7. That's my median. Now I find the median of the bottom group is this one, and the median of the top group is this one. So Q1, my first quartile, is 6. My third quartile is 10. Now, they're not always exactly like this. And I should point out, be warned that if you use additional resources, different countries, I think all states in Australia use this system, but other countries have a slightly different way sometimes of calculating these things. Okay? So just be warned. But your calculator will do it correctly, and hey, follow these instructions, you too will do it correctly. Here I have 8 scores, so that means that I've got 2 groups of 4. Means that my median, Q2, my second quartile, is halfway between 12 and 13 is 12.5. Note that it's not one of the scores in the group. Q1 is 11. And Q3, my third quartile, is 16. Righto. All good. That's a nice, neat one. Now, this one here, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scores. So I'm going to have 4 on the top, 4 up the top, 4 down the bottom, with 1 left in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. My median, or second quartile, is 2.0. Now, halfway here, and halfway here. Rightio. Halfway between 1.5 and 1.8 is going to be 1.65. First quartile, 1.65. Third quartile is halfway between 2.3 and 2.9. 2.6. Rightio. That is quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. It's a bit of a pest doing deciles and percentiles because, frankly, you need a very large number of scores, and so we don't do that too much. Just important to know what those terms mean mostly. Anyway, much briefer video this time. I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you in class. Make sure, if you've got any questions, if anything doesn't make quite sense, jot it down here on your notes, right? Jot it down. When you get to class, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help. Okay, thanks, guys.